Oh, it's offside against Rogerson. That goal for Chris Wood will be disallowed, so he stays on 33. For his international career, there we go. He's so tight. That's a pity. Once again, not much contact. Cower recognised he was surrounded by 3 black shirts and just went to ground. It was Salomon Islands. I'll tackle that is an interception there by Joe Bell. And the man of the match tonight for me. An excellent in midfield for New Zealand. Passing again by New Zealand. Here's Tommy Smith bringing the ball out of defence. Joe Bell looking for that crossfield pass towards Tim Payne. He finds the win back. Back in field to Logan Rogerson. Matt Garbutt now. Love to see how many touches Joe Bell's had in this match for New Zealand. Here he is again. What a ball that is to De Vries on the far side. It's playing like an American NFL quarterback, Joe Bell tonight. In the middle there, just spreading the passes from side to side. He looks onside there, De Vries. Made the last 2 World Cups, New Zealand, but to make their 3rd appearance. Here we come now with Rogerson again. Rogerson back towards the penalty spot. He's just there for New Zealand, keeping possession. Matt Garbutt taking over, back to Just. Yellow shirts of the Salomon Islands forcing New Zealand away from their goal. Matt Garbutt, will he take the shot on? Goes to Wood to make it 4. Just past the far post, under pressure there from Kofana on the penalty spot. Once again, slick passing here from New Zealand. Just about to take his shot on there, Chris Wood, and it's a great interception there by Kofana. Keeps going there, the defender. Wonderful, decisive touch there by Kofana. Corner to New Zealand though. Look at that for defending. Wonderful play. Now De Vries with the left-footed corner. Can he put it right underneath the bar again? Goes to the far post this time. But again! To New Zealand now. It's going to be Callum McCowart who will come on with Nico Kerwin. Chris Wood taking the shot on. Nearly making it 5 here, the skipper for New Zealand. There we go, punching his header back towards where the ball came from. Ball bouncing past that far post. Another corner to New Zealand. Joe Bell again. Towards that near post. Bell again. Panic underneath that header. Here's Tommy Smith punching one back towards Chris Wood. Massive pressure coming in now from New Zealand as Matt Garbutt just volleys over from midfield. Yeah, 2 lovely deliveries by Joe Bell. That header by Tommy Smith nearly finding his skipper Chris Wood. He's just getting a little bit lazy there with the passing, the Salomon Islands, so New Zealand with this throw in high up the pitch now. Can he work something down this right flank? First touch here for Nico Kerwin. That's a wonderful ball in towards the near post. McGowan taking over, Just again. 3 substitutes combining for New Zealand. And there's a silly foul given away by Kofana. He had Elijah just going away from goal. He was under pressure. There was no need to make the foul. Just inviting more pressure with his free kick now. Kafana then. Just a bit reckless with that challenge. Just is okay. De Vries placing the ball on the pitch carefully. Looking to make it 5 from a set piece now, New Zealand. With his press on for a hat-trick now, the defender for New Zealand. Ball bouncing about in the penalty box there. And there's Garber to field. As you just. It's going to be another double substitution, this time for Salomón. Nakaway comes on. And Donkiana, sorry. Kawa is replaced in midfield by Nakaway. Comes Kiana.
Joseph now has been replaced by player number 21, Ali Kawa. And player number 7, Akin Kawa, has been replaced by player number 6, Don Kiana.
Joe Bell with the through pass. Misses out, and as adjustment might find De Vries. Heineke with his strong header back towards Chris Wood as McCowart. Good touch by Garbett in midfield. 15 minutes of normal time left. 4-0 to New Zealand. There's a chance now for the Solomon Islands to maybe create something. That was with Mara down the right hand side. Showing good movement and pace there. Well, they must be happy, Danny, here, because he took a seat on the bench as Chris Wood burst through the centre there for New Zealand. Matt falls kindly now to New Zealand. Can he make it 5 by Callum McCowart? Wasn't under any great deal of pressure. Ball lands to him kindly here. There's his first touch as the defender goes to ground. Trying to whip into that near post or inside the near post. Doesn't get enough bend on the ball though, McCowart. It is Callum McCowart again. That's Joe Bell. Kiana winning the ball in midfield for the Solomon Islands. Heineke taking over. Oh, he has Chris Wood ahead of him. He's surrounded by 3 central defenders. So here comes Matt Garbett now. Once again, great control of the ball by New Zealand. Lovely touch by Matt Garbett. There's a 1-2 with Joe Bell. Garbett looking towards that far post. Trying to force that pass really towards Chris Wood. And Nico Kerwin to his right. Cowart. And as you just a little bit too heavy with that through pass towards Chris Wood. Other than that, it was another wonderful move by New Zealand. Challenge in midfield. The yellow card goes to Kafana. He's been very strong, the 19-year-old tonight with his challenges. And he knows one way to play. Oh yeah, right through the back of Chris Wood. That's a dangerous one, that. Both feet as well. New Zealand edging closer all the time to their first World Cup for 12 years. Excitement building in the ranks. Dreaming of what they can achieve this year. As they reclaim possession at the back, trying to entice the Solomon Islands out of their positions, trying to create those spaces. Going for that fifth goal, New Zealand. Kiana, not a bad through pass, and it was a good save at the end by Stefan Marinovic. Good play this by the Solomon Islands, so close to getting their first goal of the evening. Wonderful through pass there, great vision by Duncan, and there goes Leai. Stays down after that challenge as well. Referee Nawaf Abdullah Shukrallah helping him up. Danny Hay making another change now. Andre De Jong about to come on. Showed one of the crosses of the tournament. De Jong against New Caledonia when he set up Chris Wood outside of his right foot. Wonderful technique. Over the top by Tuiloma towards McCowart. McCowart lets it run. Creates a little bit of space now down this right hand side. Back to Kerwin. McCowart again. Tuiloma infield towards Bell. Switch of players on now for New Zealand if they want to take it on. Joe Bell goes down the centre. Matt Garbett linking up with Chris Wood. Couldn't find his skipper though in the box. Kian has been very busy since coming on as a midfielder for the Solomon Islands. Maybe guilty of overplaying from the back there in New Zealand, but he gets away with it. Peinecker back to Tommy Smith. Zipping the ball about at the back now, New Zealand. McCowart to Joe Bell. He gives it away for once there, Joe Bell, but here's a foul against him. Chris Wood, the record goal scorer for New Zealand, will make way. Replacing him is Andre De Jong. Wood handing over the armband to Tommy Smith. And 34th international goal ruled out. Chris Wood still stays on 33 though. Wonderful achievement as he receives the handshakes from his manager Danny Hay. One more game to go, Chris Wood, to try and fire his country to the World Cup that will be held here in November, December. Joe Bell with a wonderful ball out to that far side. De Vries now. De Vries There's about the crossing, he's trying to find Elijah just down the side. Well, they'll be back in mid-June now. New Zealand. Will it be counted as home advantage, having played all these matches here in Doha? Losses are going to welcome Costa Rica, currently hold 4th place in the CONCACAF standings. Everyone around the ground talking about it before the game in the build-up to this match tonight. As though it was a foregone conclusion. Well, it's turned out to be rather comfortable for New Zealand this evening. We heard there it was in the shot then, Felipe Vega Arango and his captain Mika Lealafa talking in the press conferences about making the people back home, making them feel happy again. We put some sterling performances in during these playoff matches, done really well, been exciting to watch. Especially the wide players with Ho and Leai, 7 goals between them. Here come New Zealand down the centre. McCowett takes his shot on early, good save there by Mano in goal. And Gary will come off now, he's injured, the central defender for the Solomon Islands, replaced by David Supa. His first task will be to defend this corner now, Supa. Until the 86 minutes to do that, 87, sorry. Minutes away now, New Zealand, from winning this playoff final against the Solomon Islands. Expected to by many people before the match, but it doesn't matter, he's still going to go out there and produce the goods. And they have done that. They've been pushed by the Solomon Islands. And a very good effort by the men in blue and yellow. New Zealand just had too much power tonight. Here's Kerwin's trying to stay on the side for New Zealand. Back to McCowett. And once again New Zealand switched the play, trying to stretch the defensive midfield of Solomon Islands. Tommy Smith with the armband on now. To Pinecker. Sligo Rovers centre half. Joe Bell. Never seems to give the ball away. Here's Elijah Just. De Vries gets his head up, goes towards Coon at the far post, and a bit of a collision there with one of the defenders. Kerwin went down in the box. What a ball that was by Joe Bell. If anyone deserves a goal tonight, it's Joe Bell, but he finds McCowett just now to the far post. Oh, it's just too heavy for De Jong. Black shirts flooding forward during that last move then. Tommy Smith at the back there, just organising these players there. He's got play in front of him, you can see everything. Just pointing to his players what positions to take up. So see out this game now, New Zealand. Pressure coming down this right hand side, it's won back by Kerwin. Kerwin's still going forward.